Okay, guys. I'm going to try to cut this down. I had recorded this once already, and it was like 33 minutes. It was ridiculous because there's so much to go over here in this little 5-minute clip. This is 25 minutes long. I'd rather not make it 25 if we can keep it cut down. I'm just going to get to the main talking points here of Assmouthgold. Let's just go ahead and get into it.
Let's see how this large influx of players from private servers will change Blizzard's game in ways that are both
fucking dodgy
positive
kebab.
and negative. Following
Okay,
on from
that's
that
great.
is the general game experience that private server players will bring. I think retail players underestimate how dedicated and organised a lot of the top private server guilds are. A guild like Grizzly from the private server scene are going to steamroll through the content at lightning speed.
Well, I mean, is not every other 50, like, top 50 world guild in retail that organized? I mean, I feel like this is, like, if you look at, like, these top 50 world guilds, right, and, like, how serious they are, they're probably a lot more serious than a private server guild.
No. Assmouthgold, you stupid fuckface. More serious. Oh my god. Dude, you have so much to learn about private servers. I'm going to assume Assmouthgold has no idea about private servers and what actually goes on. Now, I'm not going to sit here and defend every single private server player and every single buddy from private servers, because yeah, there are a lot of people who are stupid, there are a lot of people that suck. There's a lot of people that are stupid and suck in retail too, though. But let's be honest, if we're going to be honest here. But I would stack up Classic's best. I would stack up any private server's best when it comes to their certain expansion versus anyone in retail currently. We've had time to refine our craft. Some of the stuff I just want to touch on real quickly. Theory crafting, for example, has gotten a lot more in depth and a lot better refined to a sharpened point, as I've mentioned in other videos before as well. You see, people have been playing this game now for a long, long time. Like you guys all know, I play Wrath, and I've been able to theory craft and build upon my theory crafting that I had in Wrath of the Lich King when it was current content. There was stuff that we never took into account. We never took into account all the RS gear, the different talent. There's so much stuff we never took into account because we've had more time to play with it here on private servers. We've done 2 heal. 2 heal, 0 buff, 2 tank, Light of Dawns. We do all kinds of crazy stuff. Now, granted, we are best in slot, and we probably wouldn't do super crazy stuff. ICC is a little bit more ICC. Just mostly all the raids in TVC and Wrath were a little bit more involved than like the 2 abilities. For every boss in vanilla, like they are. But the theory crafting has been refined to such a finer point here on private servers than it has, or than it ever was back when it was current content. And you got to remember too, a lot of the stuff that Classic has is people were still clicking a lot of their spells, even in top guilds. Like keybinding still wasn't, a huge thing. Theory crafting had just started to come into its own. With people theory crafting what was, BIS or this was good in this situation or worse in this situation, X, Y, and Z. Yeah, a lot of that wasn't even around at that point in time. So how he can sit there and say that, the top 50 retail guilds, these private server guilds aren't going to hold a candle to these top 50. I mean, come on. Top 50? Really? Like, I think like 50th, you're like scraping like the end of like the bottom of the barrel of World of Warcraft's population. I mean, we all know it has well below 3 million subs these days. Before Classic was released, obviously. And the game is dying out. You think that's going to be better? Okay, let me put it to you this way. Here's a better way to look at this. Okay, during Vanilla, the original game, 7 million peak players. Okay? And you don't think that guilds had a better pool to select from as far as talent goes when there was 7 million people playing? How about in TBC when it was up to 10? How about in Wrath when it stayed at like 12, like 11 to 12, or 12 and a half really, the entire time it was in Wrath? you're going to have the more players that play a game, the bigger pool you have to draw from. There are far less players in the game today that play. So do you think Method actually has the best of the best of the best in their runs? No, they have the best of what's left. I would venture to say there's probably some really good players out there who've quit the game, as we all know. There are. And, yeah, they've been playing, some of them have been playing private servers for a long time. They've had much more time to refine their craft than you ever had in vanilla or any expansion. They've had more time to theory craft, to actually figure out what is actually best, what is not. And the fact that I don't know where Asmon gets these ideas from, that he thinks that private server players are somehow crap. Oh, well, Funky, private server players, LOL, they get higher XP rates, or, things aren't as scripted as they were. Funny thing is, a lot of the servers are scripted close to what retail is, and yeah, like, things work pretty much how they should on a lot of servers. And I think that's just bad information out there. Yeah, there are some like crazy private servers that like do even crazier stuff with bosses encounters, making them even harder. In fact, there's some that are easier, no doubt. But yeah, this whole notion that he's talking about here is just utter trash bullshit.
Be honest. I mean, that being said, I think a lot of the guilds are going to clear through the content very, very quickly.
Mark my words, within 2 weeks of release, all the raid content in Classic will be beaten.
Okay, Dodgy fucks up here. Within 2 weeks of release, all the raid content will be beaten. No. Dodgy should have known by the time he made this video that they were planning on releasing it in tiers. That was well known long time before Classic came out. So yeah, that'll never happen. Now, I want to say this. I do believe that Method will have a better chance of getting a world first at the next tier release for raid versus other guilds, because A, they won't have to level, B, they'll be more prepared. I think they'll have gear, so really they're just going to be waiting for the content to be released. So I do think that there will be an actual competition, if Method wants to make it one, against whoever the top guild will be considered. And from the private servers, I have no idea who that would be. I guess it all is going to depend. But if Method loses this next time, and it's to somebody who used to play, if it's to a guild that used to play private servers, yeah, then we're really going to have something to talk about here, I guess.
I'm not joking around.
Yeah. So I didn't say anything that was untrue there, right? Did I say anything that was untrue there?
Shut the fuck up, ass mouth.
No, I didn't. Okay. All right, let's go.
Thousands of very organised players who have played this one version of Warcraft for years are going to come crashing into Classic and utterly tear through the content. These Battle for Alliance streamers who think they're the dog's bollocks are going to be left for dust by tons of players and guilds they've never even heard of. It will be glorious. With all the
This is the gotcha moment right here. I really don't think that's going to happen.
Surprise! It happened.
Like, I don't know why you would try to say that. I mean...
Try to say that? He did say that. It wasn't a try. He did say it. What the fuck are you talking about, you dipshitted looking motherfucker?
To compare, like, the amount, like, the level of skill and how good somebody is in Method.
Look. Again, you guys pump Method up because they're the only guild. You're talking about Jesus Christ. There's less than 3 million people playing. In Wrath, I guarantee you that there was a larger skill pool to draw from. So, yeah. There were so many people playing at that time that you had so many choices to choose from people versus now. Like, not trying to poo-poo on everyone that's in Method. Like, I'm sure that they would probably kick all of our asses in current content, right? Which Asmon will go on and talk about, and we'll discuss here in a bit. But, like, dude, they don't hold a candle to these private server players. The guys who've been playing this content for the longest of times, yeah, they ain't gonna hold a candle to them. Sorry. I'm sorry. They're not.
Versus the top private server players, they're just big fish in a small pond.
No, he's got that wrong. Again, this comes down to numbers. They're not big fish in a small pond. Well, I mean, they are. I should say that. He's actually right. They're big fish in a small pond. The problem is the pond used to be a lot bigger, and they're not even the same type of fish in the vanilla pond. If you catch all that, right? They're just with everybody else. You're talking about people who've been doing this content for years. Years. Do you not understand that? People have been doing this shit for years. They're gonna poo-poo on everybody.
Like, the actual high-end players that are really good at this game, like, they wouldn't even hold a candle to anybody that's, like, in Method. Right? They're not even remotely close.
That's bullshit. Give me 24 other players. And let's all go race ICC to this day right now. Go ahead. I guarantee you, give me Method's best 25, and I'll take my 24 plus myself, and we would go shit all over Method's dick like a goddamn Snickers and force him to eat it. There is no fucking way that Method would even come close. Now, I'm not sure if all the Method played in vanilla, but I know there had to be a lot more of them playing back in the Wrath days. So they'd even have more of an advantage. Look, man, we've been doing this content for so long. Look at this. We're doing 2 heal, 0 buff Light of Dawn. We're doing all these goofy stuff because we're fucking bored. Now, granted, we have RS gear. Not saying that, RS gear is going to come out with the same time with ICC gear, if they ever release a Wrath Realm. Even so, we're talking about for some classes it's 1 or 2 pieces that they might change out. Other classes like 4. Either way, the gear is not that far off, right? You can find supplemental pieces that's not really affect your DPS all that much. So, yeah, why would you think that? Oh my God, why you would think that is beyond me. Like, the logic here. See, Assmouth has no idea what the fuck he's talking about because he's never played private servers. He thinks we're just a bunch of hobos, and, like, dude, no. We've sat on private servers and refined our craft to the point where, no, we would fuck you up. And the private servers have already started to prove that already. Let's see if they continue that trend when everything's more of an equal playing ground. I'll give him this. I'll give him that because he goes on to say, talk about this where, if private server players were to come to retail and play against Method, we'd probably get wrecked. You're absolutely right. Just like when Method came here to private servers, they would get absolutely wrecked, which is what happened. But if you put us all in this, give us all the same gear, put us on a level playing ground, yeah, they would probably still beat us because they're used to how things work and how the tactics work and blah, 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 blah. Whereas private server players are used to how things work, the private servers and the tactics there and blah, 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 so on and so forth. So each group would be at a disadvantage. You'd need them to we were going to pick this realm, or, the other group pick this, find a realm that they could both pick, that they both feel comfortable with, and then set them loose on each other. They'd probably be about the closest way you could get to actually, setting up a competition between the two.
Right now is about 2%, 1%, and will die very shortly.
Wait a second. Sake.
Really, how am I getting got?
Really? You don't know? Are you I know this motherfucker's stupid, but this shit is fucking beyond retarded. How are you getting got? And then he goes on and hang on. He goes on and says some really stupid motherfucking shit.
Because I said that, basically, I do think that the Method players are better than any of the private server guilds. I think if you put them on even ground, Method players would come out ahead every single time.
No, they wouldn't. They wouldn't come out on top every single time. They were all on the equal playing ground. Why weren't they all on equal playing ground? You've had a year and a half to prepare. Method had a year and a half for whatever, yeah, basically a year and a half. They had a year and a half to prepare. They knew it was coming. It was equal playing ground. Everyone started off at level 1. How is that not equal? What the fuck are you talking about?
If these private server players want to prove me wrong, compete in the next raid race on retail.
Well, okay. Okay. Yeah, this is what gets me. Compete in the next raid race on retail. You know what? How about they try to compete, since everyone wants to say, oh, Method really wasn't trying. Okay, yeah, they're in a fucking studio, and they were just there to make money. Oh, yeah, I love how these excuses come after the fact that they fucking lost. From the same people who were fucking saying, oh, well, Method's gonna kick everyone's ass and blah, blah, blah. Dude, your guys' retail fanboyism and fucking, you guys are fist fucking Texas hand washing each other so fucking much. It's fucking ridiculous. It makes me goddamn sick to my fucking stomach. This is the kind of bullshit. This is why we hate retail players. Because y'all are so full of yourselves and y'all think your shit don't fucking stink. Yet when it comes down to brass tacks, you fucking suck.
They won't do it. And if they do, they'll lose. That's a fact. Method did not compete in the race.
Oh, shut the fuck up. Here we go. Here we fucking go.
How am I wrong for saying that these people would lose whenever the other people that I said they would lose to didn't compete? You said Method would win? I did not. When did I say that Method would win?
In the fucking video you just fucking reacted to, you dumbass.
Go back and listen to what I said. I did not say that Method would win. I said that they were better players.
Well, don't better players win? Oh, the fucking lunacy that is going on in this fucking... Dude, this is what you do when you start backpedaling on the bullshit that you're fucking talking... Dude, shut the fuck up. They're the best. Oh, then why did they win? Oh, well, now it's because of this reason. They were just there to make money. Oh, my God. Every excuse in the book comes out.
I think that they would come out ahead if they were against each other, right? Their title is Race World First. I don't want to get into that again, okay? So let's go back. We're going to look at this. I'm going to start. And if it does, it will be great content. I hope they do it. I really do. It would be amazing content. But to say that these people are more hardcore than Method, who's been raiding 2 or 3 weeks or something like that.
Oh my God, more hardcore than Method, and they've been raiding 2 or 3 weeks. Dude, you still don't get it. They haven't been raiding 2 to 3 weeks. They've been raiding for years on private servers. What the fuck? Did you just ignore that fact? Did you just, yeah, fuck that. That goes right out the window. Fuck, they've been playing private servers for the past 8 years. Yeah, fuck that shit. They've been raiding in 2 to 3 weeks. They're more hardcore. They're more hardcore. They crushed Method. Method didn't even have one character that was level 60 yet. Not a single fucking one. And they shit all over their dicks. What the hell are you talking about, dude?
At 16 hours a day regularly, right, to clear the raid content, and even more than that at the beginning. I think that's ridiculous to say. I don't know why I watched my video. Sort of video I think about you. Yeah, I don't understand. The entire thing... This isn't a gotcha moment at all. Nobody else, no high-end guild, Limit, none of the other high-end guilds competed for World First Ragnaros. So how am I saying that I'm losing whenever the other guilds didn't even compete? It's like saying that I lost BlizzCon. I didn't even show up.
Yeah, I'm gonna skip past this part. Isn't BlizzCon a convention that you go to? How does one lose?
I mean, but yeah, all the dueling tournaments and everything like that, all the people winning. Wow, big surprise! People that won BlizzCon. I didn't even show up, man. Like I have to do more things. You just simply have more things you need to do.
Video here.
Ragnaros is down.
Ragnaros has been killed by the guild Apes.
Congratulations.
Received an Onslaught Girdle, which is an incredible item.
That is a tremendous, tremendous effort 5 days, 1 hour, 45 minutes, 34 seconds locked in by Apes for the world first classic.
Kill Ragnaros with the
Like, why even do this?
All right, great question. Why do that? Assmouthgold, let me give you a little information there, boss. You see, private server players have been joked around with. We've been prodded. We've been made fun of. We've been, oh, you guys are just playing this, playing that, blah, blah, blah. You guys, it's because you guys can't afford to pay for it. Honestly, most of us can afford to pay for it. A lot of private servers have cash shops where you can buy stuff, and there are people who have dropped like thousands upon thousands of dollars, more money than they would have ever dropped in retail in their life if they had subscribed to World of Warcraft from day one until this very moment. So money's not the issue. Just for those who out there who want to throw that bullshit of excuse out there. I'm sure it is for a handful of people, no doubt, but it's not a major factor. See, retail players have been shitting on us for a long time. And we've been waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting for this fucking moment to kick your fucking ass. That's why this is so glorious to us. I'm sure there's other people out there who just plain out hate Method altogether, and I'm sure they're jumping on the bandwagon as well. But for the true people out there that play private servers and are tired of hearing about the retail bullshit and how the game's so much harder than it was back then, blah, blah, blah. We're so sick and tired of hearing that bullshit. This is the greatest thing ever that, you know, your best guild got shit on. That's why.
And what level was Sko here?
Tremendous.
My old chum, I'm not a elf.
But these are not memes. These are like videos, and these are like honest opinions and everything like that. Like, because he's making it out, right? He's playing this off like Sko is for no reason. Right? If we made a video, I made a video, and I said apes get owned by Method or Limit or whoever wins, right? Wow, they didn't even get close. They didn't even get through normal Ashara. These guys are so bad.
See, but that's the difference. You wouldn't. Method is known for their world first, right? You can't even make this point that he's trying to make here. Method is known for its world firsts. Why would you make fun of a guild for not getting world first and losing to Method? It's only applicable when the guild who has raced to realm first in their fucking title stream and has a whole string of world firsts. It only affects them if they lose. It wouldn't affect any other guild. How this dude doesn't understand that is beyond me. I swear to God.
You know what I mean? I don't understand. Like, in my opinion, it's the exact same thing. Stirring up drama. Yeah, it's just...
How is it the exact same thing? Calling out an unknown guild versus calling out a guild with world first. And puts it in their stream title. Like, Apes didn't have that in their stream title and rent out a studio. I don't care, money-wise, blah, blah, blah. This is an egg in the face for Method, regardless. If you guys gave them tons of money, they're still winning. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter how much money they make from it. It's an egg in their face that's always going to be brought up and always thrown at them, and it's never going to, that stain is never going to go away. Look, I can keep going on. This video is already 25 minutes long, which is how long this video is, and or 24 minutes, whatever. And I'd rather not have it go on any further. So, look, you can watch the whole thing. Asmongold reacts to Method getting known, world first, level 60, and Ragnaros kill in Classic WoW. Give me your thoughts and ideas on some of this dumb shit that he says in here. I know we already had a video about it, but this is the first time I've actually done one with Assmouthgold in the fucking video, so let me know what you guys think, and I don't know. I'm gonna go fart in my salad and eat it.